So you've represented Australia quite a few times internationally. So you've travelled quite extensively, I'd imagine, when representing. And just tell us a bit about, were there any challenges dealing with eating, being catered for?
Yeah, so I've travelled quite a bit with basketball, and we've travelled all around. I, me personally, and mostly probably because of eating, I really like going to the Asian countries. So we go to Japan and China and Korea for different things, and we go to Japan probably the most regularly. It's probably my favourite because one, it's not that far; it's only about a 9 hour flight or whatever. But then also there's lots of tofu and rice, and I'm just in heaven. So that's probably my favourite trip because we do that. But we also go to lots of other places in Europe and England, and that's pretty good. Sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle to get all the food we want, but there's lot. I think it's got better and better over the years, and it's easier to find vegan food, so that's great. America is actually a bit of a challenge. I probably find that the hardest trip to go on. One, because it's just so far away for us, and it always involves multiple flights to get where we want to go. But two, it's tough to get vegan food in the parts of America we go to, which tends to be more the south, to Alabama and stuff like that.
Mm.
And they're not super great on vegan food. So that can be but also not that super great on healthy food. So it can actually be a tough challenge for the whole team when we're in America. So it's, yeah, that's a hard part about those sorts of things. But I find generally with the team, I think when I initially meet, like a new manager or a new nutritionist or something like that, it can be a little bit of a challenge for them to understand my reasons for being vegan, and they find it a bit confronting at first, I guess. But I'm pretty self-sufficient. I'm pretty happy, and when we're out traveling in particular, I usually take some bars and maybe some packets of microwave rice and things like that. And tins of beans, they're a favourite. It's always good to have that stuff, and I find then that it's not as much pressure, hopefully, on the managers and stuff to worry about the kinds of places we'd go to eat and the kinds of things I need to ask for to get the food I want and the places. But a lot of other places, it's got a lot easier over the years for sure.